What's up guys, Chris here for GQ37, bringing you along for Project FX35. If you've been keeping up with the channel, you know I just recently picked up this 2008 FX35 tech package, and it has been highly neglected and hurricane battered, but I'm going to be bringing it back to life. It will soon be getting a paint job and fixing these cosmetic issues, but there's also a lot of small other issues, and I'm going to be bringing you along for the ride doing videos as I show you how to fix some of these things and hopefully help you with your FX35 journey as well. So here we go. What's up guys, Chris for GQ37. Today I am tackling these wheels, going to be repainting them and also the roof rack, so that'll be a separate video. But these wheels have been through it. Not so much in like curb rash and actual physical damage, but just the paint has worn off on these, and I've noticed that that does happen. It's even happening to my 2016 Mazda CX-9 wheels, so in a year or two I'll probably be repainting those. But anyway, got the car all jacked up, or the FX rather, and it's on jack stands. That looks really weird. I'm probably going to touch up the muffler while I'm at it, clean that up and hit that with some black just so it doesn't look so rusty. I'm going to tape these wheels up. I'm going to go ahead and sand them down. They've already been thoroughly cleaned and they've been sitting out here drying. I took the leaf blower to it, so they are ready to scuff up and smooth out, and then we're going to paint them. So here we go. Alright guys, so these wheels have been cleaned. I've sanded them down. I didn't show that here, but I did, and then I cleaned and wiped them all down again to get all that dust off. So now they are ready to be primed. But before I do, I can't stress enough how important it is to do a good job with your prep work. It doesn't matter how good of a quality paint you use or how good you are at painting. If you slack on the prep work, if you slack on the sanding and the taping up and the cleaning, then it will show in your paint work. So just take the time and do it right. My camera apparently cut off while I was showing my taping it up and whatnot, so I don't have that footage, but just take your time with it. Do a good edge or you're going to get paint on your tires and whatnot. So do a good job with that, and the results will be very rewarding. So here we go. Here's what I'm using to paint these. Just some good old Rust-Oleum primer and some Duplicolor silver wheel paint, and I'm going to coat it off with some Duplicolor clear coat as well. But before I do, let's put on our respirator. I'm a respiratory therapist and an asthmatic, so I take my lungs and the whole breathing thing very serious. I like breathing, so I'm going to wear this to protect me against all these fumes of the paint. If you can smell the paint, you're breathing the paint, so let's protect our airways, shall we? Here we go. Just putting a light thorough coat on for this first coat. We'll go a little heavier the second and third time around. And this is the second coat, so you're going to start to see a little bit more color change and coverage overall. I'm going a little bit heavier this time around, and a lot more so on the third one. What is up guys? There's going to be a little break here. We take a moment to pause because yesterday was kind of just a cluster of things. As I was prepping everything, it just started to rain out of the blue. Wasn't even in the forecast. As these clouds rolled up and started raining, so I had to bring everything under cover in the garage and wait for that to pass and then dry out. And then I was like, do I continue painting? Is the humidity okay? So we did. I thought I had enough time. So I got started yesterday, but then with this new time change with the fall, it got dark pretty quick and I ran out of time, and I didn't want to just finish it up and not show you guys, so I decided to press pause, and we're back the next day. Perfect weather. It's hot but not too humid. It's breezy, so we're going to finish putting a couple more coats of color on this and then the clear coat, and let those dry and we'll be done and see how they turn out. So here we go. So in case any of you were wondering if I painted my center caps, yes I did. I just didn't really show that, but I painted them along with the roof rack here. It did get dark the day before, so the footage of the first coat was kind of too dark to use. So this is actually the second coat I'm doing here the next day. and so you can already see it already has some metallic on it. The first coat was pretty light. I'm going a little heavier with this, and then I'll go real heavy with the third coat in just a minute. Alright guys, now we are moving on to the third coat. I did wait a little longer in between coats with the paint than I did the primer. I just wanted to make sure it had ample time to dry, even though it's very hot out today. Just taking my time with it. With any painting operation, you just want to take your time and not be in a hurry for best results. So as you can see, this third coat, it is starting to look like a finished wheel. Of course, we still have clear coat to do, but it is definitely getting that factory finish, and already looks 100 times better than they did to start with. Now after waiting a bit, we are ready for our first coat of clear. Again, we're going to start with a light coat, then we'll wait 15 minutes and come back with our second coat, and follow it up with our third coat. Alright guys, here's our third and final coat of clear. I'm going a bit heavier, and despite that, it still doesn't have the gloss of some other clear coats I've used. This is my first time using the Duplicolor clear coat, but hopefully it will provide a good amount of protection, and that's the main point of it. Alright y'all, that was the final coat of clear. Now I'm just letting everything dry for probably a good hour before I take everything off and put it back on the car. I'm just going to leave it be. I'm going to go ahead and take the bags off and whatnot while it's still a little bit wet, and then just let it dry. So here we go. Alright guys, on the finished product, here we go. They turned out really good, I think. You know, the can was a little bit darker color than the wheels actually turned out, and they probably could have been a little glossier. I was worried about runs, so I was a little careful with it, but I didn't get any runs, and you know, I think the metallic is really nice in the sun. To me, it almost has that kind of matte finish, slightly satin that the first round of Generation 1s had, like 2003, 4, and 5. Had this color wheel, and the 06 through 08 were a little bit different color and a little shinier, I think. I sprayed up the tires. I don't normally use this stuff. If you see some reflection, metallic reflection on the tires, it's actually the tire shine. I use this Meguiar's Hot Wheels Reflect stuff. It was on sale, and now I know why. It's got like glitter in it or something. But anyway, it's not metallic paint that got on the tires. I did a good job taping them up. But anyway, that's what that is. I don't normally use that stuff. I thought I would gel them up for the video. I thought it turned out really good. It looks like a factory finish again. So I'm pleased with the results. You know, it's not my best paint job, but it's certainly not my worst. And now we just got to get the rest of this vehicle. It looks pretty whack, but that is about to change. Keep watching the channel. This thing's going to get cleaned up real nice with the paint job. The roof racks I painted turned out really well too. I'll put those on after they paint it, and get these windows tinted. They're going to paint this as well, and we'll be getting a lot closer. I have a lot of plans for this thing. I actually plan on, if somebody doesn't buy this, I have somebody that's already interested in buying this vehicle. I didn't buy it to flip it, but if I can get my money back out of it, that's fine. But I bought it for me, so if I keep it, I plan on actually switching the wheels sometime next year anyway. But I wanted these to be good for it when I do sell it, and in the meantime for it to look right, since everything else is about to look good again. So we'll see. I have quite a few plans on this, so keep watching the channel, see what this thing turns into, how it turns around, and how much better it's going to look very soon. So thanks for watching, guys. Hopefully this was helpful for you. Again, this isn't a complete do-it-yourself wheel painting video. This is just showing you what I'm doing as I'm doing it. So I'll see you guys soon.